Start to close your eyes. And just relax. Start to notice your breath. Notice how it is right now. Maybe it's a little bit shallow. I think one of the biggest things that we take for granted is our breath. And that's one of the main things that yoga focuses on, is kind of internalizing and focusing on your breath to keep you in the present. So right now I want you to start to tap into what we call an Ujjayi breath, which is a 4-count inhale through the nose and a 4-count exhale through the nose. And that's going to kind of bring you to your center, bring you onto your mat, keep you present. If we think about the past, then it tends to bring up regret or shame. And if we think too much about the future, it can bring up anxiety or worry. And so one of the best places we can be right now is in the present, especially with what's going on right now. So I attend Life Church, and one of the things our pastor was talking about in a message yesterday was the prayer that God teaches us to pray is to give us our daily bread. He doesn't teach us to pray about giving us our bread tomorrow or next week or a year from now, but our daily bread every day, our daily needs, our daily provision, and that's how we're taught to pray. So I want us in this time to be still, to focus on our breath, to focus on the present. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Maybe wrap your arms around your legs if you can, or just grab onto your shins. Start to roll right and left. So a verse that I read the other day that's really been sticking with me is Philippians 4:11 through 12. And it says, "I'm not saying this because I'm in need, for I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want." Go ahead and bring your right knee into your chest. Keep your left leg out long. And start to twist over to the left side as you gaze over your right shoulder. Just hold this twist and breathe in this twist. And start to think about the word content. I want you to focus on that word. So Paul wrote this verse when he was in jail, and he had not just been in jail for a few days, he had been in jail for quite a long time, yet he learned to be content in any and every circumstance. And how did he do that? Well, that was by placing his trust in our Heavenly Father and kind of praying that prayer like God teaches us to pray, of giving us our daily bread, focusing on the present, knowing that God's going to provide his needs every day. And that's how he learned to find content. Go ahead and bring that right knee into your chest. Let the right leg fall on the floor as you pull your left knee in and start to twist over to the right. Gaze goes over the left shoulder. Hold and breathe in this twist. And think about the word content. I know it's not going to be something that comes overnight. I think contentment is a practice, just like our yoga is a practice. And it's going to be a daily decision, a daily choice to kind of let go of our worldly desires, let go of our worry, and pray that prayer of, God, give me my daily bread. I know you're going to provide. I'm going to focus on today and making the best of today and knowing that you're going to provide my needs for today, and I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. I'm going to be content in this moment and in this season of my life. So that's going to be our intention for this practice, is contentment, to live in the present. Go ahead and bring your your knee into your chest. Bring them both in. Maybe rock and roll up to a comfortable seat. I'm going to pray for us before we get into our flow. So just come to a comfortable seat. Eyes are still closed. Maybe you bring your hands to heart center. God, we are so grateful that you are our provider. God, we trust in you, and we pray that you would just give us our daily bread today as we are coming to the close of today. Thank you for providing already what we already needed for this day. God, I pray that you would help us in this time together to move and to breathe and to just set our minds on you, on the present moment, and focus on being content, not worrying about tomorrow or regretting what happened yesterday, but focusing on the present, God. We thank you for this practice. We thank you for your provision. And it's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, so go ahead and come on to your tabletop. Thanks, Jan. Get to do some yoga now. Chan will play the piano for us at the end again, but we're going to flow a little bit. So come onto your tabletop, shoulders above wrists, and take those cat-cows. So inhale, open the chest, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, pull the belly button in. So use that breath to help you move. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round the spine, push into the palms. One more time, inhale, open it up. Exhale, round. Go ahead and flip your toes and then just sit your hips back. Stretching through the feet. I know probably a lot of us have been doing a lot of sitting lately. But this is so good for our feet. So your toes are on the floor, you're sitting back. It's very uncomfortable, but use your breath to breathe through it. A couple more breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your hands to the mat. Flip your toes down. Kind of shake your legs out. Tap your toes on the mat. And then start to bring yourself into downward facing dog. So this might be your first one of the day. It might be your 50th down dog of the day. But just take what you need. This pose is much more about your arms than it is your legs. So your back. Make sure your back is straight. You can bend the knees if you need to. And then start to gaze forward. Walk your hands towards your feet. Take a forward fold wherever you're at. Let your head be heavy. Maybe you grab opposite elbows and sway right and left. And then bring your hands down to the mat. Walk your left foot behind your right so your pinky toes are kind of touching. And then inhale, halfway lengthen the spine, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold. Big inhale, root to rise, come all the way up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and reach up and over to the right. More about length than it is about crunching. So just lengthen that left side. Good, and then come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen, straighten the spine. Exhale, walk it back, high plank. Left hand's going to be on the floor. Right hand reaches high, side plank. Starting to warm up the body here. We're going to do 5 dips with our hips. So lower the hips down and reach them up to the ceiling. For 4, 3, 2, And 1. Right hand comes down, high plank. Go ahead and lower all the way to your belly, nice and slow. Tops of the feet come to the mat. Inhale up, cobra. Still warming up the spine, so not going too far. Flip the feet back, push up, high plank. Push it back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale it out. Inhale, gaze forward, walk the feet towards the hands. Stepping the right foot behind the left. This time your pinky toes are touching. Head is hanging heavy, just let this feel good. Inhale, halfway lengthen, straighten the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, grabbing the right hand this time. Reaching up and over to the left. So maybe your gaze goes towards the ceiling. Really reaching through that right side body. And then coming back to center, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, hands to the mat, high plank. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches high. Side plank. Moving into those dips so your hips lower and raise for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes down, lowering all the way to the belly. One more time. Inhale up, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up, high plank. Exhale brings you back to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here and come back to your intention. Remember why we're here. It's to move and breathe. Focus on being content in whatever season, in the present moment. Inhale, gaze forward, step forward, right foot goes behind the left. Left foot behind the right. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reach up and over to the left. Bring it back to center. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, side plank. Left hand down, right arm reaches high. This time we're going to reach the right leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand down. You can come all the way down to the belly or start to move into that chaturanga. Half push up. Flip the toes, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, step the feet forward. Right foot goes behind the left. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Reaching up and over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it back, side plank. Right hand down, left arm reaches high, reaching the left foot up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High plank. Take a chaturanga. You can always skip these and just push straight back to downward facing dog. One more sun A variation like that. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the front. Left foot goes behind the right. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, brings you up and over to the left. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, side plank. Left hand down, right arm reaches high. This time we're scooping that right hand under your body and reaching up for 5, 4, warming up the whole body here. Don't forget your breath. 2, last one. Reach it high, high plank. Take a chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, gaze forward, step the feet forward, right foot goes behind the left. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, up and over to the left. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side plank. Left arm reaches high. Doing those scoops for 5. Take them slow. Use the core. 3, 2, last one. High plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Use the breath. Exhale, down dog. Hold it here for a couple of breaths. Coming back to your intention. Focusing on the word content. Next, inhale, right leg reaches high, bend the knee, open the hip. Let this feel good. Maybe make big circles with your knee. Going both ways. Ooh, yeah, cracks. Gaze forward, step the foot forward. Back heel spins down, inhale, arms come up, warrior 1. So you're pushing into the outer edge of that back foot. You're trying to shift both hips to the front, reaching the arms up tall. Interlace the fingers behind the back. On an inhale, open the heart. Exhale, humble warrior. So trust your legs to hold you. Your shoulders should be inside that right knee. And you're pushing the right hip towards the back, not letting it open up. Breathe into the shoulders. Release the hands, start to open it up, warrior 2. So gaze is over the right fingertips. Your knee is directly above your ankle. You should be able to see your right toes right here, and your right heel should be in line with your back arch. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Flip that front palm, reach it back, reverse warrior, keep the legs. And then reach it forward, side angle. You can have your elbow on your knee. Reach that left arm up high or up and over. Sitting into the hips, breathing into your tight spaces. And then start to reverse as you straighten that front leg into reverse triangle. Really reach through that right side. And then shift it forward triangle. Left arm's up high. You should have lots of length in both of your side bodies, so don't crunch too much in the right side. And then left hand comes down, pyramid pose. So your back foot's going to step up, probably a foot. Your feet are 3 feet apart. Let your head hang heavy here. And maybe you like to bend your front knee so you can bring your forehead to your knee. But no expectations, just an option. Start to shift forward, standing splits, bringing that left leg up high. Toes are pointed towards the floor. Your inner thighs are squeezing together. Again, let your head be heavy. And then start to open it up, half moon. So your toes are going to point towards the side wall. Maybe you use a pillow or something under your right hand, or maybe you work on some balance and bring that right hand off the floor. But really flex through the back foot. Good, breathe. Start to bring that left hand back. We're going to step it back gently, high crescent. Hands come up high. Really reach through the fingertips. Focus on your breath. And then hands to heart center, taking a twist. So that left elbow is going to come outside the right knee. Twisting to the right. Crown of the head reaches forward. Good. Hands come to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Take a flow. Or you can skip it and just push straight back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Again, maybe make some circles with the knee. That feels good. You can also stay in stillness. And then gaze forward, gently step the left foot through. Back heel spins down, warrior one. Reach the arms up high. Good. Start to interlace the hands behind the back, maybe opposite thumb on top. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Again, your shoulders are inside the knee. Not letting this hip go out to the left, but pushing it in. Breathing into the shoulders. And then start to release the hands, open it up, warrior two. So you're sitting nice and low, pushing through the outer edge of that back foot. And then flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Staying strong in the legs, shift it forward, side angle. So taking whatever variation you did on the other side, just promote some balance in your body. And then start to reverse as you straighten that front leg, reverse triangle, reach it up and over, moving forward into that triangle. Lots of length in the side bodies. Good, right hand comes down, shifting into that pyramid, so step the back foot up and in a little bit. Your right toes are pointing towards the right corner of your mat. Maybe you use this as a hamstring stretch or a compression, so you start to bend your front knee, bringing your forehead to your knee. If you're doing that option, swallow a couple times, it'll help with your metabolism. You probably just ate dinner, or maybe you're about to, I don't know. And then shift it forward, standing splits. So inner thighs squeeze together, toes are pointed towards the floor. Start to open it up, half moon. Maybe working on some balance. If you fall, it's okay. Reaching that right arm high, stamping the foot on the back wall. And then start to bring it back, step that right foot back, high crescent. Reaching the arms up high, you should be able to see your toes. So turn your left knee out a little bit if you can't see your big toe. And then hands to heart center, take a twist. Breathe here. Trying to push the hands into heart center. Pull the belly button in. Maybe your gaze goes up towards the ceiling, working on some balance. Hands come to the floor. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Either take the flow or just push it straight back, downward facing dog. I hope we're all doing okay. Just checking to make sure that we're still good here. Take a couple breaths. Remember the intention. Focus on contentment. Focus on being in the present. All right, we're going to take that flow a couple times, using our breath to keep us moving. So it's going to be a little bit faster, but I'll cue you. Try to listen more than you watch. So inhale, right leg reaches high, bend the knee, open the hip. Gaze goes forward, step it forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, interlace your hands. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, open it up, warrior two. Take a breath. Inhale, reach it up and back. Reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Left hand comes down, step it up, pyramid. Take a breath here, inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, open it up, half moon. Big breath in. Exhale, try to use your balance and step it back, high crescent. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist. Holding here for a breath. Inhale. Use your exhale to bring you all the way down through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high, bend the knee, open the hip. Gaze forward, step it forward. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, open it up, warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Lengthen the breath. Use the breath to help you move. Exhale, triangle. Right hand comes down, pyramid pose. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, shift it forward, standing splits. Inhale, open it up, half moon. Use your balance, gently step it back. Inhale up, high crescent. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist it out. Take a breath, inhale. Big exhale brings you all the way through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath here, inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it out. Inhale, right leg reaches high, bend the knee, open the hip. Gaze forward, step it forward, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, brings you up. Reverse the warrior. Side angle, use your breath. Triangle, if I'm going too slow or too fast, you don't have to follow me, just use your breath. Left hand comes down, pyramid. Shift it forward, standing splits, inhale. Open it up, half moon. Step it back. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, take a twist. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga, step the right foot back, half push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high, bend the knee, open the hip. Step it through, back heel spins down, warrior one, inhale. Exhale, opposite thumb on top. Open the heart. Forward fold, exhale. Open it up, warrior two, take a breath. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. Right hand comes down, step it forward, pyramid, inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Open it up, half moon. Good, step it back, high crescent, take an inhale. Exhale, twist it out. And take a flow on your exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring your knees to the mat, take a child's pose. Come back to your breath, take a drink if you need it. Just immediately come back to that breath. Stay present. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Love you, Ace. All right, we're going to come up and do a few balancing postures. So make your way up to standing. So, I'll do my left leg so that you can do your right. So, we're going to start with eagle. So, arms come up high. Your right arm is going to cross under your left. If you have really tight shoulders, just grab where you can. Maybe it's here. Maybe you bring the back of your palms together. Maybe you interlace your fingers. Start to take a bend in the knees. And then bring that right leg over the left. Maybe you use the toes as a kickstand. Maybe you can reach those toes around your calf. And I want you to be, hi Brooke. Okay, I want you to be the shortest eagle with the tallest spine. So reach the crown of the head high, squeeze the belly button in, and then maybe you start to nest your eagle. So bring your elbows down towards your knees. Keep the breath, don't hold it. We're focusing on being content, remember? Start to bring it back up. Release it from the eagle. Don't step the left foot down. We're going to come into dancer. So your palm should be facing the wall. Grab that leg. Reach the left arm up high. And then start to kick into your hand as you reach that left hand forward. Really kick. Really reach. Your gaze goes over your middle finger. Opening through the chest. Breathe here. Good, and then slowly start to come out of it, staying on that right leg, moving into tree. So your right foot can be on your calf. Maybe you bring it up to your inner thigh. Just don't have it on your knee. Maybe bring your hands to heart center. And again, I'm going to remind you a lot, but focus on your intention. Maybe you start to close your eyes and work on the balance. One more breath here. Good, release it out. Shake it out. All right, all that on the opposite side. So reach the arms up. Right arm goes under the left. Dang it. This is really hard. So your left arm's going to go, whatever side you didn't just do, that arm's going to go, whatever arm is underneath, that's the same leg that's going to go over. So reach that left leg up and over, sit down low. Maybe you use the toes as a kickstand. Maybe you start to wrap your toes around. But sit down really low, pull the belly button in, crown of the head's reaching up towards the ceiling. Maybe you start to nest your eagle, bringing the elbows down towards the knees. Breathe here. And then start to slowly bring it back up. Staying on that right leg, don't let the left leg go down, moving into dancer. Grabbing the inside of the ankle, reach the right arm up high. Really reach, and then start to kick your leg into your hand before you start to reach forward. So once you can't kick anymore, then start to reach the body forward. Gaze is right in front of you. You're breathing here. And then start to bring it back nice and slow. Moving into your version of tree. So whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you take a different arm variation. Bring your hands to the sky. Super cheesy, but maybe you think about just praising God in this moment. Thanking Him for all that He's given you today. Staying in this present moment. Good, one more breath. Good, start to come out of it. Release that leg, shake it out. Take a flow. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches high. Exhale, step it through, lower the back knee. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Just let this feel really good in that left hip flexor. Stretching it out. Take the right hand down to the floor or maybe to your hip and reach the left arm up and over, getting a side body stretch. Then take both hands to the mat and start to straighten out the front leg as your hips shift back. Flexing the toes, getting a good stretch in that hamstring. Shift it back forward. If you can, start to reach for that left ankle with your right hand, getting a stretch in your left quad. Maybe you come onto the outer edge of your right foot and open up that front knee. Make sure your foot is flexed to protect the knee. Good chin. Come back to center, both hands to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Take a flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, step it through, back knee comes down. Inhale, reach it up. Let this feel good on the right side. Bring that left hand either to your hip or maybe you reach it down to the floor as you reach the right hand up and over. Side body stretch. Both hands to the mat. Shift it back. I can't really do that right now because I have a bum knee. But you're stretching through the hamstring. Just breathing wherever you can. Shift it back forward, grabbing that back foot with your left hand if you can, getting a quad stretch. Let this feel good. Breathe into that quad. And then release, both hands to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Take a flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And then lower the hips. We're going to come into yogi squat just for a second. Getting into those hips. Sit it low. Thanks for sticking with us. We're getting close. So we're just going to end with 3 sun A's. Kind of get our heart rate back up. We all probably have done sun A's before. If not, I'll still cue you. But really try to use these sun A's, this easy flow, and maybe just say a prayer, your own prayer. For whatever it might be. Maybe you're praying for healing in this time. Maybe you're praying for financial things, or for the leaders of our country, or the leaders of your church, or your boss, or whatever it might be. But use these flows just to kind of make it a time of worship. Who says yoga can't be used for worship, right? So use your breath and just take this time to worship God and thank Him or ask Him for provision or whatever you're needing. So whenever you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Chan's gonna play the piano for us to set the mood. So breathe here in your downward facing dog. Maybe close your eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take one more. Sync up the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Gaze forward. Exhale. Step to the front. Inhale. Halfway lengthen. Don't even worry about my voice here. Just start worshiping God. Thanking Him. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, step it back. Flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Taking 2 more sun A's just like that on your own. Continuing to focus on being content. Worshiping God in this moment. One more sun A. Meet us in downward facing dog whenever you're finished. Come down to your knees. Reach the legs out forward. Bring your toes together. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Start to come out of it. Start to lower down onto your back. Coming into happy baby. So grabbing the outer edges of your feet. Pulling the knees in towards your body. Keeping the tailbone on the mat. Maybe rocking right and left. Maybe straightening one leg and then the other. And then start to cross your right leg over your left. Real tight like a lady sitting in a chair. And then grab your ankles. Maybe flex your feet and start to pull. Use your biceps to pull the ankles in towards the center of your body. Getting a good stretch in that right outer glute. And then release the pull and start to let your knees fall over to the left. Reach the right arm out towards the right. Gaze goes over the right, taking a deep twist. Breathe into it, pull the belly button in. And then draw the knees back to center. Switch the legs. Left leg goes over the right. Flexing the feet, grabbing the ankles, pulling the ankles in towards your body. Breathe into the hips, breathe into those tight spaces. And then release the pull, let the knees drop over to the right. As your gaze goes over your left shoulder. Draw the knees back in, uncross them. If you have a blanket or a pillow, nearby, grab that. Stay laying on your back. If you don't have one, no worries. We're going to do an inversion. So if you have a pillow, just place it under your lower back. Your feet are going to go up high. And I like to bring my hands up to the sky just to get the blood, all of the blood flowing back to your heart. We're just going to stay here for a couple minutes. This helps you sleep better. Just breathe here. Focus on our intention for the class. Remaining in a posture of worship. And if you want to stay here, feel free. This is feeling really good. Take any other posture you need, but we're going to meet in our final posture, the final Shavasana. So legs are going to go out long. Your hands are going to go by your sides, palms facing up high. Maybe your toes lay out to the right and to the left. Keeping your eyes closed. I'm going to read that verse that I did at the beginning of class. Philippians 4:11 through 12. And Paul says, I'm not saying this because I'm in need, for I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I've learned the secret of being content in any and every situation. Whether well fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. So that's my prayer for you, that you would find contentment in whatever season you're in. I think we're all in a very similar season right now. Our world has never known this season before, and we all deal with it in different ways. And my prayer is that whatever it is you're needing, that you would pray for it, that you would bring your requests to God, and that His peace would overflow you and you would feel contentment in any and any circumstance. That's my prayer. If you're needing prayer specifically for anything, feel free to put that in the comment or send us a direct message after this. I would love to pray for you. Thank you for joining us in this practice, for moving with us. Go ahead and come up to a comfortable seat. Maybe your legs are crisscrossed, maybe your legs are together and you're sitting on your bottom, but keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center with me. We'll end with prayer. God, thank you so much for these able bodies. There are so many people who would love to be able to do a class like this, but their bodies just aren't able. So I'm thankful for our bodies that can move, for our breath. Thank you, God, for listening to us when we cry out to you. Thank you for your peace that is so unexplainable, but that is so real. And God, I pray for every one of us that we would be content no matter what this season. We know that there are times when we feel hungry, or times that we feel full, or times that we need things, or times that we don't. But God, I pray that no matter what, we would be content, and that we would come to you and pray for our daily bread every day. We love you so much, and it's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. The light and love in me honors and respects the light and love in each one of you. Namaste. Good job. You made it. Thank you for joining us. You guys have a good night. Well.